So we have this hand on the play. Again, sort of mediocre aside from our blue filtering cards. If he Inquisitions me, he gets to take Jace, but at the very least we get to Serum Visions here. Set something up that he can't take with Thoughtseize. I'm not sure what exactly we're looking for yet. We need to find, like, ideally the top cards of our deck are Faithless Looting, Simian Spirit Guide, Goryo's Vengeance, so we can try to win turn 2. He mulled to 6. I didn't see where he scryed because the chat is bugged, as always. Faithless Looting, Blood Crypt, Duress. Do I want Duress? I don't think I do. I do want the land, though. Bottom, top. Depending on if he takes Jace or not, I'll probably play that here. Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, that's fine. So we'll have to win with Through the Breach here. Let's play Jace. Yeah, Lantern, like, is such a... Oh, he kills my Jace, that sucks. It's sort of like, you know, it's such a new deck, it's hard to tell if it's actually good or not. Or if it, like, how your matchups actually stack up against it, you know? So it's hard to say if this matchup's actually bad or if it just feels miserable. Okay, so how do we do this now? We need to keep at least one Grizzlebrand and one Through the Breach, but we can pitch the others. But now what? If we cast this Faithless Looting, what are we hoping to find? I don't think we can cast it. I think we just do this tapped. Next turn we can Through the Breach in this Grizzlebrand if we find a mana source. But Faithless Looting wouldn't have helped us find it, because whatever mana sources we found, we would have had to just discard. Spellskite, okay. Bell, okay. Come on, mana source. Not a mana source. Now I guess I'll cast the Faithless Looting. Borborygmos Worldspine Worm. Interesting. If we discard this Borborygmos, it means we've sort of given up on it because we can't get it back from the graveyard anymore. Thanks to the Grafdigger's Cage. But I can play Jace. Next turn I have 2 shots at a land to breach in this Grizzlebrand. Seems like that's what I should do. Oh, Worldspine Worm trigger happens, of course. Let's see if we can make something of this. Nox Opal. Cool Color Spell. Alright, so he's got no more interaction. All we need to do is find a land and we should be able to win. Obviously the Grizzlebrand by itself won't be able to win, but we could, you know, draw our whole deck and do that whole thing. We just can't do it with Goryo's Vengeance anymore. And we'll be left with 3 Spirit Guides and 2 Rituals with which to do it. There's the land. Okay. Jace also is not going to be able to help us. So here we will fetch. Doesn't matter what land we get. Exile Spirit Guide, cast Through the Breach. And let's see what this Grizzlebrand can do. 'Cause, 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 Draw. Here's where we should probably start milling us with Cool Caller's Bell to try to hit some of my mana sources. It doesn't. There's one mana source. Let's draw again. It's a Nourishing Shoal, but we do not yet have the World Spine Worm to pitch, so we will attack. We also still have this Jace activation to give us one more shot at something if we miss on this Grizzlebrand. So we have 8 cards to look. Draw 7. We found another shoal. Yikes. Alright, looks like we've gotta go digging with Jace, which can't flash anything back. I keep forgetting because of the Graph Digger's Cage, so draw. Hopefully hit a World Spine Worm. We did not, but we hit a Spirit Guide. Let's pitch a... what do we pitch? I guess, is it Charm? Doesn't do anything now. Goryo's Vengeance is actually dead, I guess. Let's pitch that. What can we do now? How many mana sources do we have? Spirit Guide's 1. Whoops, cancel. Hand's so big. So we've already used 1 Spirit Guide. So we only have 2... what was I gonna say? We only have 2 rituals left in our deck with which to go up to 4 mana so we can Through the Breach again. So I think we can afford to spend 1 to Faithless Looting here to try to hit that elusive World Spine Worm one more time before we pass the turn. We hit Through the Breach Duress, so we didn't get there. So let's leave ourselves with the means to breach in Grizzlebrand again next turn. Pitch some lands. Plus our Jace. And sadly pass the turn. Grizzlebrand goes away. Alright. Milled us of a land. Milled us of a Goryo's Vengeance, so that's good. Let's discard some cards. Discard a lot. Let's discard this. Guess we can pitch Manamorphose, one of our Grizzlebrands, one of our Shoals, some land. How many lands do we need to keep for Borborygmos? Probably a few. Let's pitch some of these. We need the Through the Breach. We only need 1 Spirit Guide. I guess we have to pitch the Serum Visions. Is that right? We need these lands. So we need to breach in Borborygmos. I guess we can just breach in Grizzlebrand. But then we're out of Spirit Guide, so we can't do anything else with it next turn. So Borborygmos can attack for 7, put him to 6. He can redirect 2 of the triggers. Kind of awkward. I think I pitch 1 Shoal and the Serum Visions. The other thing, I guess what we what we could have also done is Nourishing Shoaled away our our extra Nourishing Shoals, just to gain 2 life. And alright, he's putting Snaring Bridge on top, so we have to do it this turn. Absolutely. Ah, one turn too late. That's so disappointing. Let's see. We can breach in Grizzlebrand. Alright, what is my win condition here? It has to be Borborygmos now. We have one Borborygmos left in our deck. And I believe we have 2 Through the Breaches left in our deck. Alright, so play one of the lands. Uh-oh, I have to make sure I have a source for it. That might have been a waste. Let's fetch regardless. Let's see if we have a target. Okay. Pitches a World Spine Worm. And a Goryo's Vengeance, that's good. $15 cards left in our library, which is actually a pretty perfect amount, and we have no more sources, so we're going to have to do it this way. Let me see what we have left. We have the one Borborygmos, one Through the Breach. I thought we had an extra. Alright, so no more swamps to get. Exile. Cast Through the Breach. World Spine Worm is not quite going to do it, unfortunately, because he can block and take 11, and then Ensnaring Bridge comes down and locks us out. So we have to do it this way. Attack with Grizzlebrand. Let's draw 7. Did not find what we need just yet. So, Shoal, exiling a green card, World Spine Worm. Go up to 15. We'll draw with only 2 cards left in our library. There's the Borborygmos and the Through the Breach. So, and we have 1 ritual, so we actually have exactly what we need now. Let's plus Jace again, I guess. Do we have a non-fetch land to play is the question. Doesn't look like it, but that's actually fine. Grizzlebrand goes away. We discard. Oh, the World Spine Worms will also prevent us from decking, but that's not going to matter anymore. Oh, I guess it does matter because of the Ghoul Caller's Bell, so that's actually pretty fortunate. Discard those. Everything that's not a land. We can pitch 1 ritual. We have to leave those. We can pitch this. One of the rituals, is that fine? 1 land at least is okay. 1 ritual. And land. The Grizzlebrands go back to my library. This is a super complicated game. We actually have exactly enough to kill him, because we can put in Borborygmos, but we can't attack with them, so we have to throw 2 lands at Spellskite, and then throw 2 lands at him for exactly 6. So I think we've got it, assuming he doesn't top deck a Thoughtseize, which would end the game. So he's going to play Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, also did he mess up? I think he did, actually. Wait, or maybe he didn't. Ancient Stirring's fine. If he finds a Pithing Needle, he can name Borborygmos, and then we actually lose. He finds Copperline Gorge. Alright. I think what he should have done... yeah, what he should have done is actually... No, that wouldn't have worked. Never mind. What he could have done is upkeep Academy Ruins his Pithing Needle and played it naming Borborygmos. But now it looks like we've got it. Cast Desperate Ritual. We even found an extra land, which we didn't even need. Through the Breach. And Borborygmos. Oh man. It's really lucky that I drew an extra land there because I misclicked. Choose target creature player. I choose Spellskite. Yeah, I clicked on that land thinking it was just going to discard, but it put it into play instead. That was a crazy game. Can't believe we won that through multiple pieces of disruption. Mill me, okay. Mill me, okay. Whew. So I was planning on playing one more match, but I think that was actually a perfect ending to this video set. You know, we had the first match, we showcased just how explosive our deck can be. The second match, we showed off how resilient the deck can be. In the third match, we just had this wild roller coaster that there were points where I thought we weren't able to win, points where I thought, you know, he had completely locked us out, but we found a way around it. It was a pretty exhilarating finish, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But we're going to wrap it up here. Let's pull up the deck one more time for you guys to look at, if you want a screenshot or whatever. This deck is really good, and I would highly recommend trying it out for yourself. Jace is a really nice addition to the deck. Serum Visions gives it a lot of consistency, and the deck itself is just probably one of the more powerful strategies left in the format after the bannings. But thanks for watching.